All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda, and I'm back. Mm, okay. So, um, yeah. Um, After coming to a realization and going through a couple of things, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm in like this kind of like hindsight kind of energy, right? Where it's almost like this, eagle energy, like looking from a different angle. I don't know, looking at things from a different angle, and really, really coming to the realization of the whole energy here when it comes to um, Lucifer, Satan. Again, this is just through my eyes in these particular times. Uh-uh. Okay, so the wind is really picking up. Like a second ago, I was just sitting here and it's like the sun was shining and coming in. It's okay, because I pulled a couple cards for myself, right? Because I don't know, I just been kind of like reserved about just coming in and speaking. I don't know. It's just kind of like, I don't know if that's negative energy or whatever, or if it's just me, or if that's source. But I guess we will find out. I mean, we're not really going into depth on anything really that much today. I can tell that it's one of those days I feel when I have been possibly tampered with, in a sense. I don't know. Where I feel like I was fighting against forces that may be trying to come in onto me in my sleep, my dream state. A lot about dream, okay, lately. Okay? So again, being a seer, actually, so we have here the seal portion, all right? And I got a straw right there. Y'all, if you knew what kind of stuff be inside of my books and Bibles and stuff like that. So anyways, so I read a portion of that 79 again last night. And I even recorded it, but I don't know if I'm going to put it up. I have to go and see if I did one already. So again, I'm not even sure if we did chapter 80 in the seal portion, but I really just came to some more clarity here. So again, with me, there's no rush, there's no fuss, there's no muss. It's just I take my time with spirit, with energy, with the ancestors. I'm glad that they take their time with me. And again, there's no, I am doing this. I guess it is for a reason. But then again, it's just like, I do my 1 hour of, looking into the scripture, looking into the word, looking into his story, whatever source is pointing me to. And then I go about my day. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that I stop thinking about it, because again, I'm always there. Okay, so it's so funny because I had pulled out this deck here, and just to get a little bit of guidance or whatever. And I pulled those cards probably about 3 days ago, but I feel like it was a lot of chaos and kind of confusion, along with a little bit of clarity, past couple of days. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why they've just been sitting there. But when we bust open this book, I realized that this card, I looked through to see if any of my other cards were left in here. The seer card is still here. It's sitting right here on chapter 80. And again, maybe this is a sign, right? See beyond the current situation. So it's almost like that whole thing about the journey, right? We're on a journey to somewhere, or on that yellow brick road. And again, with me, when it comes to knowledge, information, wisdom, understanding, discernment, you know what I'm saying? I weigh heavy on those a little bit more than I do on the heart sometimes, right? So I think sources tell me to take some time, slow down, and, kind of be concerned about matters of the heart as well in these times, right? So again, just we're just going to go ahead and start reading, because again, I don't want to take too long. But before we do, let's go ahead and look at a couple of these cards right here, because I think it has something to do with what's going on here. Because I've been really concerned about, like I said, the energy surrounding me, that may be surrounding the people, you know what I'm saying, at this point in time. Yeah, definitely. And I think that we can all maybe, Okay. Did I bring the book here? Is it out here? Here we go. Okay, because I do want to look at these real quick before we even read them. All right. So again, I mean, if you notice the seer here, right? She has her crystal ball that she's looking into, right? But her eyes are covered and there's metal. It looks kind of like iron, possibly. I mean, and that's a beautiful headpiece or whatever it is, actually. But again, right now, it feels as though, I'm seeing some weight there, right? So maybe even that's like that glowing something like that to intuition, right? Or just even a veil that has been put on to try to cause a blockage, right? And so she has to use other resources, right? So maybe even it's time for her to observe, right? Because again, of blockages. And that's what I feel like when I get, like, look how, this is just like ridiculous. Like really, I don't know. And I mention these things, like I said, because maybe some of you guys are going through or having some of these issues or whatever. And then we can help like clarify things and, order for us to, move forward and just be able to see, and know what to do about certain things. Because I think, again, a lot of things are veiled, right? So again, so my whole thing has been who is around me? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? What good energy, so-called good and bad, negative energy or whatever is pulling on my energy. I like wanted to block out, right? Because I just want to block out anything that is not serving me or the people. And, that is just in a positive or moving forward, even if it's innovative. Innovative doesn't, just because of you have thoughts, plans and things like this to move forward, right? So I think right now there has been some energies that have been blocked from me, okay? Because of the mistreatment, because they're using it to actually giving offerings, like we were talking about Inanna and the Father, giving offerings, right? In a general sense anyway, and laying these things out on the table. But as she fights and goes and gives, right, she just finds herself having to keep on doing that. Nobody's giving. Actually, they see them pouring the cups or offering these other cups to other entities. This is how it goes for empresses, I feel, throughout time. The true empresses, right? Those ones that were chosen or elect or had done the work, right? So again, I feel like that is just the case. And again, the seer is able, or the oracle of God is able to challenge some of these people, some of these men in these positions of power, just what they have as their gifts, even though they're being attacked and blocked and things like that. So like I said, I don't know. I feel like this could be relating to actually, like I said, because iron, I think, I don't want to speak over on it, but there's something about iron, the mixing of iron, right? Okay. But again, that's kind of like what it feels like. It feels like there's a heavy, like, weights over my eyes or whatever today, And then also she even looks like kind of timid, right? About even approaching what's in front of her, what this glowing orb is. Like, I know she can't see it, but can she sense it? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So again, these cards are from that same deck, which is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, which is one of my favorite decks of Oracle cards. Okay. And then there's a Direction Guardian, Choose Your Path. And I do think that this is what Source is saying. But it's just like, I feel like, man, with this whole thing, right? It's hard. And somebody trying to give me this option, like all this time. Now it's a choice. I know we have to go somewhere and go through something to get somewhere, right? But it's just like, whose offerings are these? You know what I'm saying? Is this something of Lucifer or Satan? Is this something of God? Because it's talking about Lucifer's plan versus God's plan. Okay, so Lucifer it's talking about in chapter 80 that Lucifer is already putting forth his work in the world. Like how we talk about the fact that the children that were put here for reign, we're going to use that term from now on. that were put here for reign had already had maybe a 10-year head start on this whole mission of the end time, because they knew that the chosen ones, they knew that those ones were going to be coming. So they had to work on the slandering and the, pinning them on the cross and throwing things and getting other people to go against them, so that they can already, and sabotaging their, what is it called? I keep forgetting the word. Okay, what is it when you have like standards or whatever, and you don't want to go around doing certain things to mess up your, it's not image, it's another word I want to say, okay? Reputation, okay? Because I used to say, and for me to do something, I had to think about what it's going to do for my time and my reputation. In high school, I used to always have to say that to myself. I don't know. So anyways, all right. So choose your path. Okay, so again, and that's true. Like, because again, I think there is free will here, but I think that we just need to use discernment, because in all the knowledge that we gain, and really go within, because that's where the answers are. Okay, and it just so happens, if you love yourself, like if you love your neighbors like you love yourself, then again, that path, it will be the same thing. So again, really wouldn't have anything to do with class, race, finances, wealth, all these things or whatever. It would just be, okay. So guardian angel, you are not alone. Okay, so again, a lot of people want some of you chosens to feel alone at this time, and you are not alone. See that eye up there? You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of giving me light as a feather. Like purity even is what I'm seeing here with this feather here. Like the heart. That's your pure. There's the center. No matter what people try to sling on you, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're still, and only source knows that part of you, right? The all, right? So again, I see the eye, the sun, and the moon I feel here. Again, all right? So again, we have the magic guardian, unlock the magic within. Again, same thing. Unlock the magic within, right? And I mean, even this, what she has on is reminding me of a breastplate, right? It's not all like glitz and glamour and thing, but it's a breastplate, fabric. The fabric. Am I right? All right. Oh my goodness, I just dropped it. Oh. Okay, and then we have, look at all this green. The medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. And that's true. Right? And many can offer that in these times. Yeah, we do have like the two serpents on the staff, and that acorn kind of shape there on top of that I don't know what that thing is or whatever that he's using to mix things up. And then mirror. Okay, mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. So again, that that image also is making me think about reflection, because I think that's what I've been doing, like in my personal, like even because I feel like this whole journey has been, again, to find kindred spirits or to find other energies, as above, so below, whatever, what I'm saying, that you are going to connect with on whatever level, right? So I think that a large portion of what's been going on my journey has been focusing on that, but also focusing on that kind of path and where it's heading to, but sometimes looking too far ahead and not, paying attention to what's going on the way there. All right. So again, this is me going back, even if we did this already, paying attention to what is there. All right. So again, I'm going to try to read through this briefly. I don't want to do too many stops. So let's go ahead and go. Again, I'm never here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. And yeah. Okay. So it says the United States is set up so that the free agency is protected. So again, when I think about free agency, I think about citizen, right? Because, I was looking at the paperwork for like getting a driver's license or ID, and how it asks if you're a citizen. So then I looked at, really, again, sometimes I have to look at these words again. So again, being a free man or a citizen is a sense of like a free man, right? So I mean, you can do etymology on it and probably, go deeper, but again, just on that surface and on that level, right? So my whole concern is everybody a citizen, because again, when we say if there are Americans left behind, but if you don't consider yourself an American, or you didn't fill in American on your documents and your paperwork, then are you considered an American? Is that your punishment? Is that why you were left behind, because you were not listed as an American? Maybe you were listed as black or white, or But I think that even when it comes to white, I think they have Caucasian too, and other terms there, where again, there's no such thing as African American, and there's no such thing as black. So I think they're both misnomers. But like I said, when it comes to white and Caucasian, maybe just the white is, because again, there's no such thing as a white person. Again, either in my eyes. Okay. So, and it just seems like those are the people that are actually taking a hit. So there's a rhyme and there's something to it. Those are the ones that are taking a hit while the borders are wide open. Because I don't know if they have European on there in the same category as the white or Caucasian, but just even thinking Asian or anything, I just can't remember. But again, you'll notice that. But again, the nation is somewhat divided, but not. They want to give us the perception that it's more divided than it actually is, which causes strife and conflict between neighbors. And then and then sometimes the neighbors didn't see that, and then they got mad at the people that tried to bring it to light, and then they don't really get to see what's really going on until those that are coming in full reign, that maybe felt some kind of way, possibly towards you, envious or some other kind of way, and those people are put in positions of power over you, all of you. This is a spiritual warfare. This is, some people want to stay in politics. Some people want to stay in their feelings. Some people want to stay. This is spiritual warfare. All right. So again, so this agency is protected by the government, somewhat by the government. Okay. Experience is the most proficient teacher. Okay, so again, a lot of these things we're experiencing on these journeys, on these things, on these avenues, these directions that we're choosing. You know what I'm saying? So again, Lucifer's plan is in full effect upon the earth. So Lucifer is having some type of something over the earth. Now, the earth was first in Genesis 1, but for some reason, at the end times, Lucifer is going to be having an upper hand on the earth. During the last days, Lucifer's plan versus God's plan. God's plan is to kind of have that sense of faith now that we're seeing that the first shall be the last, right? Going within, healing ourselves within, so that when our gifts do come in, we will be able to obtain them, and we will be able to utilize them, and we will do things fairly and wholeheartedly and with a pure heart and in that manner. But Lucifer likes to have it. Possibly right now, maybe deals more with desire. We can all get pulled. That's what I'm saying about this road, this path. We can all kind of veer off. And oh, honey, I could swear, even now, you see? But when I get, oh, the wind really just stopped. I can feel that heat. Maybe this has something to do with this whole thing, like I said today, but then I had to say, whoop, okay, bring it back. Okay, so again, So, and then a lot of this right now is some of you are gifted. Some of us are really gifted. Some of us do have the keys. But why should we keep on speaking them if someone like Lucifer or some kind of energy like that is going to take it and run with it, or take it and use it, or give those gifts and those ideas to someone else that's running against you, where they have sat there and had it rigged so that you fail? So I think that's that preserving energy that Source is kind to, because I don't have to prove anything. Do you see what I'm saying? Not one stone if these people don't repent. So why would I be concerned? Or wrecking my, it's not like I can't listen, pay attention, make a comment or whatever, or just think, but I'm just saying, really, okay? Even though Lucifer had a head start, okay? And he's also had jurisdiction over the children in order to do these things and defile and get rid of them and demo them and remove and relocate and sabotage. This is already going on, all right? And then they'll laugh at the ones that sit there and just pray, commune with God, heal themselves. But they don't understand that that's the harder road, that road is harder to travel. But it's a very self-preserve. It's like a very preserving, road to go down. I don't know, and I guess you can tell the difference too between the two. Because there's a sense of calm, there's a sense of self-awareness, there's a sense of this something where you can take yourself there naturally. You can take yourself there naturally to this place. It's like what can I call it? Like an emotional high, or I don't know, something like that, right? Where it's just all over the place, jittery, all this other, you know what I'm saying, kind of energy like I feel when it comes to other things sometimes, right? Because I can get a little bit, but I always have that source of something within that I can go back to ground myself. And just forget about what's going on in the world or what's being thrown at me. So it says, and now it is expedient that I give unto you an accounting of the life and ministry of this first prophet among you, even he who is called Joseph after his father. And it shall come to pass that after this great nation shall begin to establish itself upon the land of the fathers. We already read this part, I believe. Okay, so I'm going to skip over. Even among all the other great nations of the earth, tribes, the principles of freedom and liberty shall be more fully instated in the principles of its government. All right, so let's move over here because I wanted to go to all right, Lucifer decides to put an alternate plan. Let's see, and during this times, also during the last half of times, as well as the time before, the accounting of the times given in Revelations that the prophets revealed unto us of our own instruction and learning, or before our own instruction and learning, okay, or before the covenant was given unto Abraham, okay. His gospel to be given to the children of men through the ministration of the spirit world and by the mouth of his holy prophets. Satan has been allowed to use his influence, or hers, okay, influence over the hearts. You see that? Woo! Even made me think about those pinnacles. Even made me think about the heart on the Empress card again, right? But again, we're dealing with light as a feather. It took some work. Over the hearts of the children of men. Over the hearts of the children of men. So it's like kind of like somebody who has some type of influence over a situation has used that to change the hearts. Over the hearts of the children of men to incorporate his plan into their lives. So this is somebody that got pull, rank, and power right now, possibly. You know what I'm saying? This is just how I'm seeing it. Possibly even in the physical, you know, to be able to make moves in the physical. Therefore, the Father has given us much opportunity to prove His plan unto us. And then again, you know, it's making me think about the administration right now. Now here's a mystery that ye of the latter days have not known, and which is necessary to know, that ye might more fully understand all things according to the truth of God, and not the opinions of the imagination of men. So it's like what men maybe in fear are imagining taking place, you know, possibly things that have been even said. Not even just even taking in less of that type of media, because again, what it doesn't even matter. It's like repetitive. It's just like repetitive. Nothing is changing. Nothing is happening. So why even spend so much time on it? Because I got caught back up into it for a second, but I'm like, right? So again, these are people where this stuff has already been torn down spiritually, I feel. But I don't know. I think people still have high hopes that things are going to return to normal. I don't know. Which cause all truths become mysteries unto them. All right? So again, behold, Satan desires all people to be happy, living according to the precepts and conditions of his plan. He doth not want us to hate each other and cause each other to experience misery and pain. Yea, or yeah. He doth not want us to suffer from vicissitudes. I don't know. I've never seen that word before. Of life to such an extent that we are miserable enough, known that the course of our lives is not producing the happiness that we desire. So again, desire. Fire and desire. You see what I'm saying? You see how that trick is? Like, oh, that's what I was thinking about last night. I'm like, okay, everybody's like, the children are not going to be, this is a bad thing. The children are not going to be able to have like gifts or whatever for Christmas and everything. Get your Christmas gifts, before Christmas. I'm thinking, I see, you know what I'm saying? I see light, but I see darkness too. I think it's just us deciding I don't know, whatever path this is going to be. But for me, they talking Christmas present early. I'm like, get your canned food early. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, you got to be looking at people's, very divisive plans. And maybe I'm just behind or whatever. But, I'm just thinking like if we worry as much about the well-being of children, the missing children, these things are going on and hovering behind the scenes, as we did these gifts, I think we would be somewhere right now. Of keeping parents together and helping them navigate, instead of wanting to be so in control that you want to remove children from their families for certain things, to try to spy on families, to find small things about them, right? So that you can utilize those things in order to maybe one day acquire their children. To secretly spy on someone and use that information for any cause. It's disgusting, actually. When it comes to your bank account, when it comes to anything, it's ridiculous. And yes, somebody will give you the false narrative or notion of what it's for. But just know that it doesn't just stop there. Again, if we were concerned about other ways, okay, that we can make our children happy and healthy and aware, when somebody tries to use the children for something like that, when it comes to like economics and things like that, it's just like, I don't know. Because most of these babies don't want and need most of this stuff. That's all I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if this is going to lead to some kind of generational curse or some type of debt, it should not even be an option. We should still be able to, yes, acquire some type of, free schooling, college funding or something, possibly even something when it comes to childcare. But there is nothing that is free. Silly. There's nothing free. The antidote, there's nothing is free. You better be reading the small print. For if we experience life and realize that there is no peace and happiness in the life that we have chosen to live for ourselves, then we must ask ourselves, why are we not experiencing happiness? And which plan are we following that bringeth this misery unto us? So again, this is speaking directly to me. Okay. All right. Okay. I see what you're doing. Let me see. Okay. All right. So again, we just gonna go off visuals because it takes too long to do all of the descriptions, right? I'm gonna tell you what I see. So we have slow and steady, and this has been keep on coming up every time I pick up this deck. This is when I want to get some kind of direction, right? It's called the Something Maps deck. This is what I pulled, okay? For that so-called compass or moral compass, right? It seemed like she just got some wings too. It's like light is being shed on that. I don't know, that she, wings, right? All right, we have the magic stream, which is reminding me of the river that was flowing behind the Empress. And her flow, slow and steady. Yeah. All right. Magic stream. Makes me think of a pool or fountain of youth or something as well. I don't know. Into the unknown. Again, it's almost like being bound or again, something again. She has, it's like a masquerade or whatever. I don't know. She has, maybe that's some type of a pendulum or something that she's holding. She has a heart on her sleeve. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, into the unknown, right? And I think that's where we're going. Because again, at some point in time, I was feeling like I knew, you know what I'm saying? It might have been going fast, right? But I knew, right? All the other stuff that was going on, no. But I knew. And now I'm just like, okay, all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? The intentions are well, so all is well with my soul. So far, so good with the cleansing. You know what I'm saying? So again, we got a wishing thing here, the dandelion thing, okay? We got the owl there, we got the egg here. I don't know, it's making me think about something on a pedestal, something not fruitful, but fertile, okay? That's what I meant, okay? And planting a lot of seeds and watching them grow. Maybe that's the slow and steady as well. All right? So again, the wishing well. All right? And there's a mask there. And there's like something about a mask. I don't know, lately. Maybe a mask coming off or mask on. I don't know. Because the seer has the eyes covered. The other woman there had her eyes covered. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right? Because I think sometimes I'm too far into my head, into that game, where I can't really, like I said, when it comes to the heart. And noticing that one, she had her heart on her sleeve. But it's almost like a gestures mask as well. Like trickery. Tricks are for kids. And she looked like she walking away like, She is look like she went like, I wish to get the truth, right? I wish to know what's going on. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep on putting lotion, and it just really something ain't working for me right now with this weather changing. Okay. So matter of fact, the second part of this video I'm doing on the inside in the house. So again, she almost like she went there to ask for some wish or whatever, and then she just sees just steals some stuff, some coming up, and she just done. Look at her face. Oh, that's what you on? But it's like mask off. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like still not nothing. Oh, and there's another mask sitting on that well. But she is looking like, is that really? Really? Okay. So again, and then this one. This is what made me think about this part. A coming apart. Okay? Look at that. And she just, I mean, it's kind of like twins, like a twin energy here. One even has her eyes covered and the other one doesn't. And that's what I'm saying about that energy. Like I've been having these dreams and I mean these like visions or these vivid dreams or whatever, as if someone is snatching something. And every time the dreams are a little bit more faded toward the end, because it almost feels like I said, like somebody's coming in and taking something, possibly from records. And maybe that even is why I'm feeling like there is a blockage now. That it's like the ancestors or something said, you know, maybe it's just enough, right? But again, if you don't say nothing, then, you know, a lot of people want, again, for my energy, people just want me to shut the hell up, okay, for some reason. But I think it's just because they want to continue to do the things that they're doing to me. And they don't like that even one person could be listening to make their own decision, is what I think. People think that they can, like, pick apart and pick on people that are different. Or again, people fear things that they don't know. Right? So again, I mean, that mask coming apart from like up over that well, right? You know, it's like guidance, no guidance, I don't know. But like I said, her eyes are covered and then they kind of like are mimicking each other, but one of the girl's eyes is not covered. Where the masks look both exactly the same here. Right? And it's kind of like, I don't know, that's what I feel. There's that sense of that, or even like removing myself from like what people might thought that I was involved with or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like something was some hand or something. Like somebody is, okay, because now these, the Hoodoo Tarot, I just took these out. I think I'm going to do them in a second. I'm going to do them in the second part of this video or whatever. Okay? But I was just, because this hand was sitting here looking at me, right? Taking a gamble, rolling some dice, even some money there, some coins, right? She got them silver rings. One is a lucky charm. So again, yeah, we're going to go into that. And I'm going to read those, okay? And then for this one, I am going to go ahead and read the one, okay? And then I'm going to let you guys go and we'll come back. Where did it go? Oh, the booklet is not out here. The booklet is not out here. It's in the house. So yeah, I'll have to do it when I come back. Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Because I really want to know what... No, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. Give me 1 second. And we're just going to read that one thing and get out. Because I really think it's something important. Ouch. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I got my whole blanket out here. Okay, let's see. Which one is it? Anyways, I hope you guys Mondays are really not my days, but I decided to get up, get myself dressed. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah. Dressed all the way and, you know, something like, yeah, moving a little bit differently, I guess. Plus, I just like the wintertime. I don't know. I mean, I like fall. And, like I felt like when I woke up, I was going to be feeling some kind of way. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I was irritated a couple times or whatever, but, you know. Okay, so coming apart. Now it's time to take separate paths. So again, this makes me think about, again, like, yeah. The coming apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working. Right? And see, it's hard for some of us because it's like what's not working for society and other people's expectations of you is one thing. And what's not working for you, because there's a lot of puppet mastery going on here on different levels. I think whether we want to believe it or not, I really do. And the last thing I'm going to do is lose myself. I'm almost done. In the process. Okay? So again, I know I'm always going to be somebody that goes against the grain to a certain extent. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Period. Okay? So, again, but I feel like it say that, but it's not like you want to force that down anyone's throat or anything. It's just personally on my personal platform, what I personally do, I have the right to see things my way, especially if I've done the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it. All right. So again, it says, working for you has a commitment been broken. That's what I was thinking today. I'm thinking, let's just go back. Let's just go back. I mean, I know what's going on here. I know there's a separation period. Okay, the period has been already separated for a while. I know there's time for forward movement, right? And it's just like, all right? Okay. Perhaps you need to break a promise. This made me think about that song, Nothing is Promised. Or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Yes. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Okay. Separation, disillusion, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. Point blank. Period. Okay. All right. Woo. The price you will pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune. All right. So I hope someone got something from that, because this is like, okay, all right, I see. Because and that's why I'm saying we're all that trickery in those games. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for no games, right? And I'm pretty sure somebody could be looking at me saying the same thing. But it's like the intentions, you know what I'm saying, on my side are always going to be good. Like it ain't never just to go at nobody or nothing like that, right? But again, there's a sense of coming apart. Oh, and what is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. Okay. All right. So again, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Join us in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained for more alternative information, past, present, future. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.